Let's talk about Chicago.
So that's my opinion. Now, you tell me yours.
John Williams, weekday mornings at 9 on 720 WGN.
Summer in Chicago. Weather can change fast. The WGN Weather Center is here to help you avoid the storms and get a welcome breath of fresh air. Morgan.
Mainly cloudy here today. Winds shift.
Paul.
These rains will continue to diminish across.
Demetrius.
We'll see showers into our area.
And Tom.
Look at this next windy storm.
On air and online. In these turbulent times, count on the WGN Weather Center to bring all of Chicago a ray of sunshine.
Father's Day on Antenna TV.
This is Hayden Fox, Father of the Year.
Watch Hayden Fox scramble.
What do you want me to do, Dad? Be a doctor?
Oh, sweetheart, not with your grades.
Playing defensive man-to-man coverage.
I was just being a father. So I tracked him down like an animal and I threatened him.
Dad.
And score extra dad points with Kelly.
Well, I must have done something right. She's not like me.
Huddle up with Coach's Father's Day playbook all day long. Father's Day on Antenna TV.
We all exist here on this planet to benefit others. That's how my wife and I feel when we give to St. Jude every month. Our giving to St. Jude is right up there with our mortgage. That's the priority that we put on giving to St. Jude.
Yo les puedo decir que es la satisfacción más grande que tengo. Es que yo estoy dando vida al ser un donante.
We just think of how we would feel if our kids had cancer. It's giving back for the blessings that we have been given in our life.
It's a cause that should resonate with anyone who believes that a child should be able to live a long, healthy life.
There's something about putting your arms around a child and bringing comfort. That's something that we can all agree on.
When everyone comes together for this good, nothing can stop it.
This is Chicago's very own WGN Evening News at 5.
This is a live look from Skycam 9. Welcome back. Protesters are marching through the loop, stopping traffic at several intersections. So far, though, the march appears to be peaceful.
Well, earlier today, thousands of protesters marched peacefully between two Chicago parks.
WGN's Kelly Davis has been following the protesters, and she joins us live. Kelly.
Hey, Taman and Jackie, good evening. This park, Seward Park, was packed with people about an hour ago. It ended with a rally here that they described as peaceful, impactful, and positive. But it was also very powerful. There was an estimated 30,000 people out here today, and they left a huge mark on the city of Chicago, one of the largest we've seen so far. Take a look at this Skycam 9 video of the footprint they left on the streets of Chicago this afternoon. You can see the massive crowd on the move, stretching at least 7 blocks. They marched north on Ashland from Union Park, then turned east on Division, ending in Seward Park on the near north side. Police lined the protest route, walking on the sidewalks as marchers continue anti-police chants and demand justice for George Floyd. Police say there were no arrests or any disturbances today. We spoke with several people who took part in today's protests about the importance of showing up.
It's crazy that we have to do this for just not even, we're telling you that Black lives matter. That is the very minimum. They matter. Why do we have to explain that our lives matter?
And especially as an Asian American man, I thought it was really important to come out and show that, you know, this is not just a Black or African American issue, but it's something that, you know, all communities are standing for.
I think that so many people were moved to come out today. Not only here, but throughout the country really shows that, you know, we're ready for change, and I hope that this translates into political momentum going into November as well.
Volunteers were also out here handing out water and snacks, even offering hand sanitizer to protesters as they marched by. Onlookers also took part in the action by honking horns and yelling Black Lives Matter. The event ended today with several performances in the park. It even turned into a full-fledged dance party at one point. The group who organized today's protest said they did so in just a matter of days. Their name is Activate Chicago. They said to look them up because this is not the last we'll hear from them. They're encouraging people to continue to demand justice. Reporting live in Seward Park, I'm Kelly Davis, WGN News.
Kelly, thanks very much. Rallies are taking place in several U.S. cities and even some cities around the world. This was the scene earlier today in the nation's capital. Those demonstrators marched toward the White House, where authorities were out with military Humvees and dump trucks to cordon off sections to vehicle traffic. This was the 9th day of massive protests in the Capitol over the death of George Floyd. Today, demonstrations were peaceful.
A memorial service was held for George Floyd in North Carolina, where he was born. Mourners packed a church in the town of Rayford. A public viewing was held, followed by a private memorial service for family, friends, and community members. Some spoke out about the need for change.
I've seen what's going on in this country, and though my family has been saddened by the news, this is just an allergic reaction to an ongoing issue in the United States. Just like the coronavirus, police brutality has yet to find a cure. It is a difficult time for us all, and we must all come together and come to the front lines to protect each other.
Floyd was memorialized Thursday in Minneapolis. There'll be another memorial on Monday in Houston, where Floyd was raised and spent most of his life.
Tens of thousands turned out for protests in Sydney, Australia. At first, this demonstration was considered illegal, with the government citing COVID-19 concerns. But later, a court ruled the protest could proceed. People spoke out against racial injustice in the U.S. and Australia. The rallies were organized by indigenous rights groups, among others. The indigenous population is just over 2%, but makes up over 30% of those incarcerated. They shouted the name of David Dungay, a 25-year-old who died in police custody in 2015 while constrained. His final words, reminiscent of George Floyd, "I can't breathe." Leaders in the South Suburbs say their businesses need help, and they're asking for the state to help.
WGN's Gaynor Hall is live with that story. Gaynor.
Hi, Taman and Jackie. This time, a group of elected officials were in the South Suburbs today to develop an action plan for change.
Black lives matter in every single way. And this is about the fact that we deserve to breathe.
We have to repair the damage to black communities. And that's damage that's resulted from years of disinvestment.
The governor and the lieutenant governor joined black elected officials for another day of action in South Suburban Calumet City. It was one of the areas that saw property damage and looting after the peaceful protests over the police killing of George Floyd.
I have been affected in so many ways. I speak here today before you as an elected official, as a business owner, and as a mom. We need resources in the South Suburbs. We've talked a lot about the looting that has occurred over the last week, but I want us to remember that there were a lot of abandoned shopping centers before last week. That there were a lot of communities that looked like they had been ravaged and looted before last week.
Earlier this week, a similar event was held on Chicago's West Side, the group vowing to turn their words into a substantive agenda.
This is a problem for all of us.
To reverse decades of disinvestment and systemic racism.
That's why you keep hearing us talk about economic development, investment in these communities, proper health care, appropriate housing.
That we're going to fight for licensing of officers like we have for doctors, like we have for pharmacists, like we have for lawyers, like we have for hairdressers, barbers, teachers, but not for those who carry deadly force. It's due time. It's due time. There's got to be consequence.
So we have to understand that we are in a moment, but we've got to make a commitment for a lifetime to change this country. That's the only way. That's the only way we're going to see a difference over the long run.
And some South Suburban leaders are calling for $1 billion worth of investments for each of their communities. There is another day of action event planned for tomorrow in the West Suburbs. Taman and Jackie.